Hey guys, let's check the best 10 characters in the game. Number 10 we have Juggernaut Zombie. He's amazing, he destroys everything in war, he's the best war character in the game. He's useful in Crucible offense, one of the basics teams, together with Hela and Zombie Iron Man. That's not too much to ask from. You also have a flexibility of two more characters. You have a Destroyer. He destroys everything. He does a lot of damage and is very farmable. And his raids are dark promotion credits. But in my book, he gets number 10. Number 9, we have Kestrel. She's carrying the tech section of the raids. She's good in war, offense and defense, and Crucible. But she doesn't play like a dominant role there. That's why she's only at number 9. She's also very helpful with a Dark Dimension. As a mythic character now, she's probably no like mandatory for the next Dark Dimension, but still she's number 9. Number 8, we have Kang the Conqueror. He's has some small uses in arena sometimes, and this his passive here giving 5% speed bar on offense is evergreen, and they usually don't do that often speed bar passives, so he probably will have some longevity. He's great in Dark Dimension. The main reason he's here is because he's a carry. He's the main damage dealer of the best Cosmic Crucible offense team. Basically, the team that beats the best Cosmic Crucible defense, let's say this way. Secret Defenders and Super Scroll. You need a big Kang to beat this, and he's amazing. He's also good in war. Doesn't have too much raid uses, but he is not like unreasonable to call him a raid character. Number 7, we have Green Goblin, the classic version, and he has some uses in arena more than Kang right now. He's in a better Cosmic Crucible team. It's the dominant Cosmic Crucible team, the Superior 6. He's also more useful in war offense and defense, but he takes out his team. Like if you put like a Superior 6 and add with them just let's say Mysterio instead of Spider Slayer, maybe Vulture also, who's great instead of let's say Lizard. This team takes pretty much everything out in war offense, and they're the best Cosmic Crucible team. He's used in arena, so he should take this spot on the list, number 7. At number 6, we have Quicksilver. Quicksilver originally wasn't very much in favor of because of his need of dark promotion credits, but now they have become somewhat more available. You get more dark promotion credits than before, especially if you prioritize Apocalypse. That's why he wasn't that high on my list before, but he's used in arena very often. I have him on arena defense, and by other people copying this defense, and by my arena now, arena defense holding better than the past few months. I value Quicksilver. He's a good war and Cosmic Crucible plug and play character. He doesn't have any role in raids right now, but he's definitely one of the top characters in game. That's why he got this spot. At number 5, we have Black Cat. She's still barely hanging on arena. He's probably gonna get replaced in the next few months. I don't suggest people put this here, not here, not this, because it will make her even weaker in arena. I was starting to buy this and then I realized that it will make her a liability in arena offense, so I didn't put this on. She's also the best Cosmic Crucible defense team right now, and possibly the best war defense team. It's basically the same team. Super Scroll Secret Defenders with Super Scroll replacing the Doctor Strange, but she does a lot of great stuff, stun and drama, and she's very fast. She's great in legendary sections of Dark Dimension, especially Dark Dimension 6, where you cannot put horseman characters. So she gets the spot. At number 4, in my opinion, we have Knightcrawler. I haven't done the most extensive testing on him, so he may be a little bit higher, he may be a little bit lower. I now put him at number 4 because he's very important now in going further in raids with a new incursion raid 2 in the game. He makes unlimited a lot tougher both in war and in Cosmic Crucible. And I have high hopes of this character. I see what he can do at 1 star and not being gear 18. Like at 1 star, he has more than 1 million health, and he does. He probably gets some health bonus from. I'm not sure about that. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he gets also some health or even armor adds to his survivability from other characters from the Extreme X-Men. So he also had the exposed and say opening stun. I think he will have arena viability once he's a little bit bigger, because I feel like he is a little bit better than a Spider-Man big time, and he's definitely better in Cosmic Crucible. We'll see about arena offense, definitely. Not arena offense. Both arena offense, yes, but I'm thinking like war offense. He will be great. We'll have to see about how he turns up, but right now he's a very important character in game, especially with his event coming and more shards getting in. Number 3, we have Ghost Rider Robbie. He's better than Black Cat. He doesn't spawn with buffs. Black Cat spawns with so many death proof. She's a liability in arena anymore. So she's kinda slowly getting out of arena use. But Ghost Rider Robbie doesn't spawn with anything. He has his passive, which he removes a buffs here. If he has shards, apply clear 2 positive effects, apply bleed and disrupted, so he can remove immunity from Apocalypse. If you also use Apocalypse with him, he can remove from the opponent Apocalypse, and then he can ability block him. He does a lot of damage. He's carrying the city Dark Dimension in Dark Dimension 6. He's part of the best arena and Cosmic Crucible, not arena. He's used in arena. He's part of the best Cosmic Crucible and War defense and Cosmic Crucible defense. So he's used in everything pretty much except raids. He does a lot of damage. He's a nice surprise. I can't wait to get his final shard to bring him to 2 diamonds. But he's slowly getting replaceable in arena. In number 2, we have Apocalypse. Apocalypse is a weird character in game because when he was brought into the game, he wasn't the best character for a long time. Even with his buff, he still, in my opinion, was worse than Red Hulk, which he was a beast back then. And uh, when he became better, both Super Scroll was released and Secret Defenders came to counter him basically. And I mean, he became better because more red stars were available for him. So like a 4 red Apocalypse, 7 yellow that you get was worse than a 7 red Hulk back then because it wasn't available. If he had been in 7 red with versus 7 red Hulk, okay. Uh, but he never was the best character in the game, in my opinion. Uh, but he was always the second best. Uh, you have always characters who counter him, but he has like this the empowered ability here that like 60% damage plus a bit of target's max health plus damage. So he will always be like a character like Doom, I think, like a kit-based character that does some cool things and will carry some fights. He's as mythic, he will be used as the next dimension and will be mandatory. His team never was a thing, which was very disappointing. Apocalypse and Four Horsemen. But still, you have to be realistic. Like a 7 red Apocalypse beats a 4 red Super Scroll. He's basically the solution to beat Super Scroll or a very good solution, the best solution maybe, to beat like Super Scroll both in war and in Cosmic Crucible defense. Like the Super Scroll is on defense and Apocalypse on offense is the best solution to beat him. And he's slowly getting out of raids. He's slowly losing his importance in arena, although he's still very mandatory or like very good at least. There's almost like a conversation, maybe because he spawns with a buff to replace him. We're not there yet, but Super Scroll is a lot better. But before, let's just mention a few characters that almost made the list. Vol is amazing in both in Dark Dimension, in Cosmic, that she will be mandatory in the next Dark Dimension because many characters move to Mythic. And in Raid, she's the best Raid character in the game. Just is not great in War and especially in Cosmic Crucible. I almost like more than half of my matches in Cosmic Crucible I never use her. That's why she didn't make top 10. She also does a lot of damage and with her exposed mechanic she might make arena with Super Scroll very soon. Another character that didn't make the list is Nova. He's great in War, good in Cosmic Crucible. Just he isn't like mandatory. He's not the best character. He's also very good in Legendary Dark Dimension. At least I had to mention him. SpiderWer is a great character, amazing in Cosmic Crucible offense. She's very useful in War. But it's kind of getting countered. He isn't the beast that he used to be. He's probably gonna be a strong candidate for the next Dark Dimension. She is a Scopely original. That means she may stay relevant for a long time, maybe getting some small reworks. Also, this guy was a candidate for top 10, but didn't make it. He's great in the Dark Dimension 6 city section. He's amazing in War offense. He has some uses in Cosmic Crucible. Let's also briefly mention Gambit. He was good in Dark Dimension 6. He's used both in Crucible and in raids, so he has a double tag. And now that people are just starting building the Extreme X-Men and they don't have the shards, he will probably do a lot of the heavy lifting there. And at number one, I don't think it was a big surprise. Super Scroll is the best character in game. His passive here, which he gains a positive speed bar when an enemy gains a positive effects or an ally gains a negative effects. This makes him extremely fast, take a lot of turns. I suspect at some point in the future we will have a character that directly counters him by not allowing enemies to gain speed bar. Maybe like a Goblin has it now in the passive, like for the first turn, so as soon as he has swords or something like this, maybe, or maybe like Apocalypse, like at all, you cannot gain speed bar, but until we got this, Super Skull is the beast, he's the best character in the game. He's the first candidate for dark promotion credits once he becomes available. He's the main determinant on how good you do in Cosmic Crucible. You cannot compete in Cosmic Crucible if you don't have him, and you very quickly will basically go under the position of the people that have Super Scroll. If you're not, like, if 6,000 people have Super Scroll and you don't, you will quickly find yourself very difficult to stay in the top 6,000, and Cosmic Crucible is not the only factor there, but he is one character that plays a major factor there. He's the only hope for the buy or A team right now until we get the new Hive Mind team. He's great in. He's the only character in war defense that basically gets almost a guarantee win. I have some ways of countering him. You can check my video. 2 ways of countering Secret Defender Super Scroll, which was presumably the best war defense team. And he's the one-man army in Arena. He destroys everything in Arena. And basically now the Arena meta is quickly becoming whose Super Scroll gets to go first. And you want to have your Super Scroll go first. You replace characters like Miss Marvel, Heartlight, and Black Cat that spawn with a lot of buffs. And you keep characters that are strong and don't have buffs. You keep Apocalypse, he spawns with one buff. If the opponent also has an Apocalypse, will not be sure for how long this will be happening. And you use other characters like Ghost Rider Robbie if you put him alone without any, without, let's say, Miss Marvel highlight that gives him defense upon spawn. You put characters like Quicksilver, even if he gains a lot of buffs, he doesn't spawn with them. Use characters like Green Goblin. That's why these people also got on the list. And maybe basically you will want to go first to apply exposed to the opponent Super Scroll, and if people have exposed, they cannot get safe card. So it makes it easier to beat the opponent Super Scroll if your Super Scroll goes first and puts exposed on the opponent one.